Hello students, how are you all? Today we are going to study Chapter 8 Cell Structure and Functions, and this is Amita from Good Samaritan School. Welcome to online class. Today we are going to study a chapter from biology, that is cell structure and functions. Do you know what is microscope? So this is the image of a microscope, and this is called compound microscope we use in the laboratory. Do you know what are the parts of microscope? So today let us see what are the different parts of microscope. So there is eyepiece through which we can see the particular object, and this is called the body tube. This is called the arm by which we handle the microscope by which we carry it. And then this is nose piece, and this is a revolving one which can rotate, and these are different powers. Here you can see one another three things you can see here. So one is in 10x, 20x, 100x. So different powers are given here. Then this is the stage, and these are the stage clips, where you can see two clips are given here. So if you put a slide over here to observe certain specimens, so you have to fix the stage clips. This is the diaphragm, and you can see this is stage. This is the course adjustment. So when you want to observe certain slides, you have to rotate it. And this is for fine adjustment. This is another tube like structure which you will rotate it for viewing the particular material or slide properly. And this will give you light. So this is light source. So this also you can rotate it, and this is the base. Okay, so arm is the part by which you carry it. You should not carry it through the eyepiece or the eye tube. You should not hold the nose piece. So this is the way you should be carrying the microscope. Okay, now these are light microscope. Different types of light microscopes are there. So the first one which I showed you, that was compound microscope, and it also needs light. In this light microscope, sometimes you have to plug it so that you can have light source through the electricity. And these are the different light microscope which are available in the laboratory. So this is the way you observe the microscope to view the slide. So you can see these are the different powers, and you have adjusted in a certain way that this particular power will help you to observe the slide. So this is the slide, and here you can see there is a specimen prepared over here, and you will observe it. So these are stage clips. Okay, so this is the right way to observe under the microscope. So now we will study what is a cell. Okay, so cell is the structural and functional unit of all life. That means it has a specific structure and it performs certain functions. And all living organisms, whether plants or animals, they are made up of microscopic units called cells. That means cells can be observed under only microscopes. That is why they are called as microscopic units. The cell will also occupy the same central position in the biology as the atom in the physical sciences. So as you have studied, atom is the smallest thing in physics or chemistry, you must have studied. Same way in biology, cell is the basic structure. And organisms may be broadly classified into two kinds: unicellular and multicellular. This you will study further. So now let us study about discovery of cell. Okay, so how it has how it has been discovered. So in 1665, scientist, that is Robert Hooke, used a microscope to examine thin slices of cork. Okay, and he observed that cork is made of tiny hollow compartments. Compartment means it has certain sections. The compartments reminded him like a small rooms, so he gave the rooms the name called cell. Okay, so the plants Robert Hooke observed were actually dead. He was actually observing cell walls and empty spaces. So he is Robert Hooke and he is observing with this complex microscope. So nowadays we are having very simplified microscopes in today's world. So Robert Hooke, he took certain cork slices and he observed under microscope, and they looked like a honeycomb. So you can see different compartments, one compartment, two compartment, number three compartment. So these separate compartments, he named it as a cell, like a small room. So it is empty. Okay, because he was observing a dead cell. Now, there are different scientists who were actually doing inventions with the cells. So, Robert Hooke, he observed the cell. Anton van Leeuwenhoek, he actually saw tiny living things in pond water, and he actually discovered microscope. We say like that. And then Sheldon, he uh, he also observed plants are made up of cells, he said. And then Theodore Schwann, he said animals are made up of cells. And Rudolf Virchow, he said new cells come from previously existing cells. So as you know, what is a cell? Basic unit of living thing is called cell. That means if you are a living human being, so the smallest thing in your body is cell. Okay, so as we studied earlier, there are two types of organism: unicellular organism and multicellular organism. So unicellular, they are made up of only one cell. Examples are bacteria and amoeba. And multicellular, they are made up of many cells. Multi means many cells, such as plants and animals. So they are multicellular organisms or materials. Now, anatomy of human cells. So human cells, they are having many cells. So red blood cell is an example, is the example of cell. Then ovum cell, it is present in female body. And then bone cell, it is present in our bones. Nerve cell, it is the important one which is present in the nervous system. Sperm cell, these are present in male organ. And then there are smooth muscle cells, columnar epithelial cells. These are different human cells present in human body. Now, how the life is organized? So it is organized according to the cell and clusters of cells. So for example, we take the example of cell. So cell is the smallest unit that can carry out life's activities. So when many cells join together, they will form tissues. And what are tissues? Tissues are group of cells working together to perform specific job. And many tissues, what they will form? Many tissues will form organ. Okay, and what are organs? So group of tissues working together to perform specific job. So one example of organ is heart. Okay, and all the organs of our body like heart, liver and other organs, they will together make organ system. So what is organ system? Group of organs working together to perform specific job. So they are called organ system. When all the different organ system like circulatory system, digestive system, reproductive system, etc., they will together form an organism. That means when we are having all these organ system, we will be formed. Like humans are organism, plants are organism, animals are organism. So organisms can be made of one cell or many organ systems. Okay, now the order of things, as you have as you have studied here. So order of things like example cell, they will make tissues. Tissues will together form organ. Many organs will form organ system, and many organ system will together form a body, that is an organism. So let us take an example of a school. So pupil means one student. So there will be many students will be there. Then subject class, and then it will be year, and it will form a school. So it is just an example to explain the order of things. So what is the levels of organization? The first level is cells, the second level is the tissues, and the third level is organs, fourth level is organ system, and then organ system will form organism. Okay. Now there are different number of cells, and the shapes are different, sizes are different. Okay, so you can see here, there is, digestive system, excretory system, and different systems are there. So each and every system will have different shape and size, and the cell number will also vary. Now, I already told you what are the types of cells. So, unicellular organisms that are made up of only one cell. Examples are amoeba and bacteria. And multicellular organisms that are made up of more than one cell. So, dog, fish, human beings, they come under multicellular organism. Now, you can see unicellular organism, they are made up of a single cell, and examples again we will repeat: amoeba, bacteria, and paramecium. Multicellular organisms, they are made up of many cells. Examples: plants and animals. Now, unicellular organism, you can see over here. So let us take the example of amoeba. So amoeba is an unicellular organism. It takes in or ingests other unicellular organism for food to get energy. So unicellular organism also respond to their environment, get rid of waste, like us, grow, and they also reproduce. Unicellular organisms include both prokaryotes and some eukaryotes. So we will study about prokaryotes and eukaryotes in the next video. So as we told here, these are the examples and definitions of multicellular. So please copy the following chart in your note so that you will remember it. So you can see specialized cells perform different life function. Example is nerve cell. Okay. And here you can see examples of unicellular, amoeba and bacteria. So there are different cells present in body. So sperm cell, egg cell, that is ovum cell, nerve cell, red blood cell, root hair cell, leaf cell, and xylem cell. So all these cells are present in plants and animals. Now, there are different types of cell parts and their functions. So we will be studying about the parts of the cells in the next video, but I will just give you an introduction. So the parts of the cells are cell wall, which you studied in class 7th also, cell membrane, vacuole, nucleus, lysosomes. Learn to pronounce with me: mitochondria, cytoplasm, rough endoplasmic reticulum, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, ribosome, Golgi bodies or Golgi body or Golgi apparatus, chloroplast. So all these are the parts of cell. So we will be studying about plant cell and animal cell in the next video. Thank you, students.